I want to talk to you about how to grow your audience. This period of time is obviously kind of really weird, right? So the challenge, of course, is that there's this fear and panic. What's happening to you is no different than what's happening into the business world. It affected restaurants, it affected aviation, it affects everyone. And the temptation that leads to wanting to obviously generate revenue. Now, of course, it's important to generate cash flow right now. It's really important because you want to make sure you're able to survive through this period of time to make sure you actually have a business to come back to. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about more about the decision to force you to kind of create and focus on trying to find strategies to grow your revenue at this moment. What I'm going to suggest is that you need to kind of make sure that you're switching your strategy here. And what I think you should be focusing on right now is more audience generation. And so what I mean by that is this. The tonality, we need to understand where people are at the moment. And obviously depending on, going to be a different feeling, because in America right now, there's going to be a very, very different feeling than people here in Australia. And so we just got to understand. So obviously depending where you're watching this from and where you are, you're going to need to just monitor your society and where you're at. The trouble you need to understand is that obviously the most important strategy at the moment, it's about time to be less focused on revenue generation, but more focused on audience generation. You have this ability inside of you because all of you here are chiropractors, and what you have is that you have skills, expertise, and you also have experience that you could literally grow your audience from. You should be doing this all the time. And so you have this opportunity to be able to grow your influence and position yourself as the go-to expert in your community. You have that ability, and you have this ability all the time, but this is more important now because really people need leaders, and what they do need is people like you to lead them through this process. The reason why they need leaders right now is because they need stability, and stability creates this confidence in themselves. They're going to be able to get through this. And so if you step into this role of being a leader, then you have this ability to be able to guide people out of these situations and to know and position yourself as a confident leader that they know they can come to you when they have a particular issue. This is the time of where you can provide tons of massive value within your asset. Is your skills, your expertise, and your experience. And how you can do that, go online to really pour your expertise and skills and what your knowledge is through the internet. Massively available to you. You can do that on Instagram, you can do that on Facebook, and if you're skillful enough to be on TikTok to be able to do that, you can definitely do that. Those are all your medium that's for free, including YouTube, that you can provide massive information. What that does automatically is that it does two things. Number one, you're going to find people who resonate with your message, who understands what you have to offer, can position in their mind of how you can affect them or help them, not now and also into the future. The other thing it does for you is that you have practice time, which means that you have this ability to grow your ability to communicate your skills, your experience, and your expertise. And when you can do that, all of a sudden that you are going to be better at this 3 months from now than you are currently. If you don't start, you're going to be in the same position as you are 3 months from now and 6 months from now. I guarantee you're probably not going to start at all. So this is an opportune time not only to grow your audience, but also grow your skill set to match that too as well. So those two positives are going to be helping you through this period of time. You can not only just leverage the social media channels, but you can also grow your email list. You can definitely get people to go and to join your Facebook group. You have that opportunity. You can actually start Zoom calls, and you can actually grow your Instagram followers. Think about transitioning your focus on revenue generation. You can grow this audience. Why does that matter? Because now that you've grown this audience, now you can leverage that 3 months from now. But in order for, at any given time, to leverage your assets or leverage the audience, it's about building trust and rapport and positioning. If you can do those three things in your audience mind, that they can trust you, they like you, and all of a sudden you actually position in their mind that you are an expert, you are someone that they can trust, then all of a sudden they're way more warmer to want to buy from you in the future. Grow your audience instead of growing your revenue, because the revenue will come if you focus on playing the long game, not the short game. Every time you focus on the short game, you're going to lose because you're trying to take advantage now, so that you build that trust, build that rapport, and more importantly, build that positioning in your patients and prospects' mind that you are the go-to expert. So I hope this has been a helpful strategy for you to utilize this time wisely and position yourself so that you can well take advantage. And this is why you will never go back to a status quo, create a new normal if you do this strategy properly. Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, that subscribe button, you should press it. And because I want to share videos with you just like this one to help you grow your practice.